Hey everyone, in today's video we're diving into the science behind facial attractiveness. Have you ever wondered why some faces just grab your attention or make your heart race? Well, it turns out our brains are wired to recognize certain features like symmetry, clear skin, and even jawlines, because they used to signal good health and fertility to our ancestors. But don't worry, beauty isn't just about perfect features, there's so much more at play. Stick around and I'll break it all down for you. We see a certain face, and without knowing why, our hearts begin to beat faster. We may even start to feel nervous and begin to sweat. Our eyes blink more rapidly because we want a better look. What's going on here? Our body is responding to a face that our brain automatically has judged to be attractive. You might think that the idea of facial attractiveness is a relatively new phenomenon, reflected by our growing obsession with cosmetics and celebrity. In fact, the origins of facial beauty appear to lie in the biological necessity to survive and successfully reproduce. What we now call beauty was originally our way of determining who was a potential mate. With limited food resources and ever-present dangers, it was important for our earliest ancestors to choose a mate who would not only pass on successful genes to future generations, but also survive childbirth and live long enough to be able to provide for the family. The face conveys information about age, health, and fertility, and the better the signals, the more attractive a person was to potential mates. Research shows that our primitive ancestors focused on the skin because it is a reliable indicator of a strong immune system. In addition, the jaw, lips, and eyes signal information about hormone levels. In women, for example, lips that have a full shape indicate positive estrogen levels and good blood circulation. Symmetrical faces that are similar in shape on each side also were perceived to be a sign of good health and thus more attractive. It's reasonable to think that our feelings about facial beauty also would be influenced by our culture, gender, and age. After all, these factors affect everything from the music we prefer, to the clothes we wear, to the food we eat. However, research by Gillian Rhodes at the University of Western Australia has found that we are born with preferences for certain face types. In fact, numerous studies have reported that babies prefer to look at attractive faces. This suggests that culture has a very limited effect on what we judge to be a beautiful face. According to Judith Langlois at the University of Texas, not only do different cultures share similar views on facial attractiveness, but men and women from different cultures also have similar facial preferences, and people from different cultures of all ages are attracted to similar, beautiful faces. The evidence suggests that we are genetically wired to consider certain characteristics more attractive than others. A woman's face should be symmetrical with clear skin, a small chin and nose, a narrow jaw and slim eyebrows, but full, well-defined lips and cheeks and large eyes. An attractive male face also should exhibit many of these features. However, before we all rush to find the nearest plastic surgeon to have our chins tucked, noses reduced, and eyes widened, we should consider that a growing number of studies are beginning to show that physical features can be of secondary importance. Researchers at the University of Aberdeen in Scotland have discovered that women found men who were being smiled at by other women to be more attractive despite the fact that the men lacked the typical characteristics of an attractive face. The opposite was true for men. At UCLA, a study of art in galleries has found that portraits that emphasize the right side of the face are judged by viewers to be more attractive. Again, this was despite a lack of typical facial beauty characteristics. Also, there is ample evidence indicating that some of the most celebrated female faces do not fit a standard pattern of beauty, such as those of many professional models. Instead, their unique facial features are what cause them to stand out from the crowd. Regardless of how beauty is defined, its rewards extend beyond just finding a mate. Attractive people tend to earn superior salaries, are perceived as being friendlier, and even get smaller fines and lighter prison sentences. In short, we don't appear to have moved on very far from our earliest ancestors. So if we cannot do anything to change our genetics, maybe it is time to evolve our behavior instead. Since most of us don't need to worry about limited resources and ever-present dangers anymore, Perhaps we should ally ourselves with people based on what they do rather than on how they look. In this video, we explored some fascinating ideas around beauty and facial attractiveness. You've probably heard of people obsessing over features like the chin, jaw, or cheeks, right? Well, there's actually more to it than just a simple obsession with appearance. These features convey essential signals such as fertility and health, both of which play a major role in how we perceive someone's attractiveness. For example, a strong jawline or clear, glowing skin are considered attractive because they suggest strength and vitality, qualities that were important when choosing a mate to reproduce within early human history. But here's something interesting. While our ideas of beauty seem influenced by culture, there's ample research showing that some preferences are actually hardwired into us. In fact, numerous studies reveal that symmetrical faces, where both sides are similar in shape, are universally attractive because they signal good health. It's kind of like looking at a portrait that's perfectly balanced. We naturally find it appealing. Now, I know that in today's world, we sometimes feel pressure to visit a surgeon for procedures like a chin tuck to meet these beauty standards. But remember, beauty is more than just physical appearance. Studies show that personality traits can also make someone more attractive, and it's not always the superior facial features that stand out. Sometimes it's those little imperfections that make someone unique. So instead of focusing on changing your looks, maybe it's time to ally yourself with people who appreciate you for who you are, not just how you look. Now take a look at vocabularies. The first one is ally, to join forces or team up with others for a common goal. In this context, it means finding people who appreciate more than just physical beauty. Maybe it's time to ally yourself with those who value character over appearance. Ample, more than enough, plenty. Here it's used to emphasize that there's a lot of evidence supporting these ideas about beauty. Ample research shows that beauty isn't just skin deep. Cheek, the soft part of your face between your nose and ear. A full, healthy cheek is often seen as a sign of youth and vitality. Full cheeks are a key feature in facial attractiveness. Chin, the lower part of your face below the mouth. In beauty, a small chin is seen as feminine, while a strong chin can be perceived as masculine. A small chin in women is often linked to attractiveness. Circulation, the movement of blood through the body. Good circulation leads to healthy-looking skin, a factor in perceived beauty. Clear skin reflects good circulation, which signals health. Convey, to communicate or express something. Facial features can convey important information about a person's health and fertility. Your face can convey a lot about your health and vitality. Fertility, the ability to reproduce or have children. Fertility is an evolutionary factor that influences attractiveness. Features that suggest good fertility, like clear skin, were attractive to our ancestors. Jaw, the lower part of the face that moves when you open your mouth. A strong jawline is often seen as attractive in men. A well-defined jawline can convey strength and health. Numerous, many. This word highlights the large number of studies that have looked into beauty and attractiveness. Numerous studies show that symmetrical faces are seen as more attractive. Obsession, an unhealthy interest or fixation on something. Our culture's obsession with beauty can sometimes lead to unnecessary pressure to change our appearance. Society's obsession with beauty drives the cosmetic surgery industry. Perceive, to become aware of or recognize something. Our brains perceive certain facial features as attractive based on evolutionary preferences. We perceive symmetry as beautiful because it's linked to health. Portrait, a representation of a person, usually a painting or photograph. Research shows that even how a portrait is angled can affect how attractive someone appears. Portraits that emphasize the right side of the face are often rated as more attractive. Reproduce, to create offspring or have children. Attractiveness originally evolved as a way to identify healthy mates for reproduction. Our ancestors looked for partners who could reproduce successfully. Superior, better than others, attractive people are often seen inferior in certain aspects of life, like earning potential or social interactions. Attractive individuals are often viewed as superior in the workplace. Surgeon, a doctor who performs operations. Many people visit plastic surgeons to alter their appearance, but it's worth considering that beauty is more than just looks. Instead of rushing to a plastic surgeon, maybe we should rethink our beauty standards. Tuck, to fold or push something into a smaller, neater shape. In cosmetic surgery, a tuck refers to procedures that tighten the skin, like a chin tuck. Before considering a chin tuck, remember that beauty is also about confidence. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next one.